Hi guys, Lee here with your free market update for the 8th of March. On this video, we're going to take a bit of a deep dive into the financial markets here, look at some of these currency pairs and crude oil as well, because that is going absolutely crazy alongside gold. So I'm going to do some analysis here and just take a little look at where these markets are. First we do that, just want to take a look at the latest pro-trade system results here. We're going to look at the euro dollar. Euro dollar on the pro-trade system short. It's been short for 17 days, 421 pips profit. Pound US dollar, 436 pips profit in 10 days. Cracking move. Dollar yen just starting to get a new signal today. We'll see if that one closes, because I'm interested in the dollar yen. I think that's going to be in the next big potential trade setting up. Euro yen 473 pips. You see the loss here on the euro sterling, 6 pips, boogaloo. And plenty of green on the board here, guys. Lots of yen pairs bringing in some, hundreds and hundreds of pips on these trade signals. Okay, so let's dive into what's going on. Here's the euro dollar on the 4-hour time frame. What we said on the video on the weekend, when that storyteller gets very extended, and when we're very extended down on price here, oversold as we are often calling it, then the price could easily snap back on this 4-hour chart. So we are deeply oversold here on the euro dollar on the 4-hour time frame. It's trying to find some footing. I wouldn't look for a short side trade in this at this level here, because we are oversold. Looking at the daily chart on the euro dollar, we've come down, we've met target. Okay, so pro-trade system target 109.06 here. We met that target quite easily in about 17 odd days. So we are extended again on the daily chart here of the euro dollar, and it's not an area that I would like to short. What I'd like to see is the trend predictor, one of these red arrows. When we get back up into this zone here, if we do get back up into that zone, is then to see that trend predictor red arrow telling me to look for some new short side trades, but not quite at the moment. And you've got to remember where the euro dollar come from, guys. The euro dollar has been selling off since 124 zone. We had this lovely 5 waves all the way up here, and we made a high around 123.5. This big divergence brought these markets down, and this here is a big wave 3. This is a wave 4 pullback. This is wave 5. And you can see how the pro-trade system target on the weekly chart was hit very nicely indeed, 108.12. So a nice sell signal back in February 2022 here on around the 21st of February. So a really nice move, a nice bounce off those pro-trade system targets. So we are due a little bit of a rally back up, and I'll be certainly watching euro dollar for some more downside after this rally has ceased. So let's take a little look at the DAX as well, and if we look at the German DAX, we've had nice sell signals. You've got to remember where we come from in a lot of these markets, because I was talking about these big 3 waves. Be careful where we are, guys. These big 3 waves back at the end of last year, and then we've now got the sell-off. Okay, so we've had the big sell-off, bulls buying all the markets higher and higher and higher, but the momentum indicator telling us that it's going lower, and so we got that big sell-off. And the catalyst was, of course, COVID, and of course the war out in Ukraine, which is absolutely horrendous. So on the daily time frame here, the storyteller is very extended. Red PTS still getting a trend predictor, so we might see some more downside the next couple of days, but I want to see a little bit of a rally. Trend predictor close tonight, and then I'll look for some more shorts on that. Been a very nice move to the downside on the German DAX, which we were pretty much expecting. Gold prices, we broke out of a triangle, very nice move, continues to drive higher. We've met 2021, which is the pro-trade system target. So if you struggle for profit targets, you've got the system here automatically generates those profit targets for you. So when we use first profit target here, or first area of where we have to do something, what we're looking to do is, once we hit this first profit number, 1860, we want to move stop to break even. And then we're looking for these. Once it gets to here, we can move stop a little bit higher. Once we get to this area here, we can start to really think about banking a lot of our profits, because it's had a severe So that's a severe move to the upside, nice impulsive move. We've not had that corrective move and that final push to new highs yet. So plenty more action coming in gold. So 2021 here, absolutely beautiful profit target right at it. Okay, let's take a little look at crude oil. It's all in the news, isn't it? Oil prices spiking higher. Some people saying it's going to $300 a barrel in the NYMEX crude oil. Well, we're pretty green. There's no red on the board. A red would be telling me to get out of the trade. It's been green on the monthly time frame oil for a long time. You can see where momentum, these big three-way divergence here, momentum shift to a green pro trend system back in November 2020. I didn't take that, guys. I was a little bit later to the party, back up here on the daily chart. But this nice move higher, this big wide-ranging candlestick from $94 all the way up to where we are sort of trading around this 128. So it's an incredible move that we've seen. It's when we get these big spikes higher, then we do get some severe reversals. But at the moment, fundamentally, it still looks like it wants to continue higher. It's that, and I've seen that recently a lot of the brokers are increasing margins on crude oil, so you've got to be careful. You've got to manage risk. It is the Wild West here on crude oil, guys. It is moving 115 to 120,000 points a day. So just be really careful. Yesterday we came and closed the gap on that spike on Sunday night. At the moment, it's green. Until it turns red, it's still very, very bullish indeed. Okay. Now, I'm looking at the Dow Jones, jumping back to the equity market, the indexes here. And you've got to remember where the Dow came from. Very similar to the euro versus the US dollar. Remember what we were talking about back at the end of last year. As prices continued to make new highs, the storyteller was making lower highs. But not just once, not just twice, but 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. As price makes new high, the storyteller makes new lower highs. That is telling us momentum is being lost. We're going to see a big reversal. And on the weekly time frame, we are red pro trend system and nicely down here. We've got 30, 32 on the Dow sitting right here as a profit target. Coincides with the COVID sort of top area here. So we could quite easily get down to 30, 32. On the daily chart, jumping back to the daily chart here, it is still red and in flow to the downside. Okay, we've got a slight double bottom here and here. I'm not too worried about that, but if it rallies up into these areas, we get a red trend predictor. I would add to my short side trades on the downside. Okay, so watching for more downside on the stock market indices, and if you're a trader, you might want to look to do some shorts on that. But we're certainly not in buy mode. We have not got any green pro trend system buys. We're not making higher highs or higher lows. It's still very much under pressure, and if you're trading and you want to take part in that, then there are opportunities for you for the next round of selling. And I think this next round of selling could be pretty strong. We could easily get down to 31,300, very much in one day, 1,000 odd point move. And I think that is pretty much going to be coming, guys. So hold on to your hats, get ready, and we'll certainly be trading it in our trading room here at Trading College. Have a great rest of the day. I'll speak to you soon.